Hello again. I know it's been a while since I've done a vlog, so finally I've gotten around to doing myself another vlog for my YouTube channel. I've had a really tremendous last few months. There's been a lot been going on in my personal life, my own world, so I'm going to talk about it today, let you guys know kind of what's been going on. So as I let everybody know in my last video, we were selling our home in Calgary, and we were actually going to move. So that was quite a bit of an ordeal that's happened. So we got into the crazy Calgary real estate market. We put our duplex up for sale. Now, from the last video, I said part of the reason why we were selling our old place is that we just needed more space. So we needed a bigger home. I wanted something where I could make noise and not have to worry about someone on the other side of the wall. My wife wanted her own kind of dedicated office at home because she's permanently working from home. So that's kind of the reason why we started this whole process. Now, when we sold our home that we had in South Calgary, we listed it, and within 48 hours, we had gotten an offer on the home already. And of course, those folks ended up buying the home. So all of a sudden, we had to buy a new home, and then that turned to be into a huge adventure, I'll say the least, because it was just, it's a crazy market right now in the real estate where we were searching for homes, and as homes were getting listed that day, we'd contact our realtor to go view homes, and even by the time we'd go to see some homes, there'd already be offers on those homes, and some would be sold right away. Of course, those that weren't the greatest homes were still on the market. They've been on the market a while. The really good homes went up fast, and we were actually getting a little disappointed. And what happened, we broke to a point where one home we really liked in South Calgary, that day it listed, we went and saw it at 4 p.m. that day. And that evening, our realtor called us to let us know there was 5 offers on that home. We were kind of like, wow, what are we going to do? So there wasn't much that we liked in Calgary, in South Calgary itself. So we started looking around, started looking up in the north part of Calgary, and then we started looking outside of Calgary as well. Had even driven all the way out to Strathmore, Alberta. I have friends that live out there, so we were kind of considering, maybe if we lived outside of town, we would go as far out as Strathmore. We took an adventure out there. During the long drive back, we sort of decided that it was just a little too far outside of Calgary. So then we actually looked up towards Airdrie. Now, Airdrie I've always kind of liked. I've known people that have lived in Airdrie before. Our drummer in Syryn, Brian, lives here in Airdrie. So we bought a home in Airdrie. And we love this home. It's just a great, awesome home. We really love this place. And we love the community. We've been in this home now 2 weeks. And we're starting to get to know this community, and we're really, really liking it. The commute into Calgary, once I have to go back to the office, won't be as bad. Now, between the two homes, we had a month. So we sold our home, we had to vacate that home. It was a month before we can get into this home. So for a whole month, we were actually my wife and I were living out in Lethbridge at her parents' home. So for a whole month, I was out of town. So it kind of proved a little bit more difficult for doing things. Now, for the last while, I've been working from home. So we were both working on computers, from their parents' house. But it was making it a little more difficult, especially for me jamming with bands and whatnot. I came up a couple of weekends to jam and kind of worked around the best that I could. And of course, now that we've moved into Airdrie now, and I've been dispatched for work for a few weeks now, where I'm working in Calgary, in south part of Calgary. So now I'm commuting from Airdrie to South Calgary, and I'm actually having to do 6 days a week right now, extra hours for my day job. So it's been taking a little bit more time for us to sort of unpack the home, get the home together. And now I finally have gotten time to get my whole music area kind of done together. So this home actually has an unfinished basement. And I was okay with that. The rest of the home is perfect. We love this home. So I decided, I was going to sort of build myself until time comes that we would actually finish the basement properly. I wanted to create myself sort of a music area in this basement. So I'd gotten an idea from a friend from a while ago to actually, for walls, I'd actually use black sheets. I went to Walmart, bought myself a bunch of black sheets, and kind of stapled them along the walls into the ceilings. I've put a bit of acoustic foam on the ceiling to try to dampen some sound. And actually, on the outside walls here, I've actually put up behind the black sheets some fleece blankets to help kind of dampen some sound at the same time. So basically, you come in, and I've got all these black sheets. And what I actually had kind of done is behind here, is I've gotten the one sheet across, and then there's a little bit of a space in there. So I've kind of created myself a bit of a closet in there so that I have a space to put all my guitar cases and kind of out of the way. And then, of course, I've still got my one big Mesa amp here. Most of what I play now is mostly with the head rush anyway. So I've got my little speaker, my little 8-inch speaker. My head rush is here on my board. So I've got my music space to kind of create music, do all my songwriting. And this will probably be where I record my next solo album. Now, at some point, I do want to create another solo album. It's been in my mind for quite a while. I've mentioned it before, but I kind of want to do my own production of everything. I do want to have a drummer actually record all the tracks, but of course, for the songwriting purposes, I actually use Easy Drummer 2 in my Reaper DAW, probably pre-program, write all the drum parts, and kind of have a drummer come in and do all his tracks. And of course, add his own, him or her, I guess I could say, put their spin on the music, add their own fills, kind of, bring in their ideas to the music that I would write for the next solo album. Of course, I'd probably put vocals on there. We'll see what happens with that. So that's sort of in the back burner. At some point, I will do that, and it'll be here in my little music studio here at home. So besides the kind of planning for the future, also with Syryn right now, we've been it's been tough for me in the last month because being a month away from Calgary, it's been hard for me to jam with the band to try to write. So we've been writing material towards the next album. Now, we have one song that we finished recording already. We've got a new producer, engineer guy that we're working with. That we have a new single that's going to be coming out soon. So look forward to that. I'm not supposed to say too much about it. So just look forward to probably within the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see a new song out, which is going to be awesome. I love the song. I kind of brought the music to the band a while back, and Sloan put her vocals and her melodies into it, and it came out really awesome. I'm really looking forward for everyone to hear this one. So anyway, so I've got that with the Syryn. We also have some gigs finally coming up. With the whole last year and a half with COVID, we did manage to get a couple of gigs in last fall, October, November area, to get a couple of gigs in. But of course, another wave hit. I'm not even sure which wave that was. It sounds like we're going to be hitting a fourth wave, maybe. I don't know what's happening with that. I'm fully vaccinated. I've had my 2 shots. But of course, with Delta variant and everything going on, actually currently right now, the Loudest Hell Festival is going on in Drumheller. And of course, a few of the members of Syryn are there. I'm not there, I've been working so much, and I originally was supposed to work today. They actually ended up giving me the day off today, which has been really nice. Been able to get more stuff done out of the house. Finally cleared out the garage enough to get both of the vehicles into the garage finally, because boxes, and we got so much stuff to unpack that we had in storage, and then the movers brought all the stuff into the home. So finally, now we're gearing up. We got some shows coming up that we're going to be playing. Now, the other cool thing is that we're now going to in-ear monitors. So recently picked up Sennheiser. Where is it there? So I've picked up some Sennheiser in-ears. And because our drummer, Brian, has actually always used in-ears, and he always plays to a click track. And of course, those that have seen us play, we actually have lyric videos on the screen. We bring a screen with us whenever we play, and we have the videos. So we're all going to get tied in now soon with the metronome. and our backing tracks. We do use some backing tracks. I'll actually give a small hint, is that one of the new songs in the next album is actually going to have piano in it. We're going to have a piano intro and piano during the song. So we're actually going to have to implement that live, not have an actual, piano player live. We'll play with the backing track. Easy for us to do since Brian's been playing, to a metronome, to a click for years. So that'll be really awesome, and it'll actually bring up our production a little better for live, and I'm looking really forward to that. So besides that, my other group that I have kind of been going, Castigate, we haven't been doing too much lately in the last while, simply because I was away for that month. And then our drummer also works out of the city most of the summer. He comes and goes, and we just haven't been able to line up playing gigs. Me and the boys we talk quite a bit, though, at least. We still keep connected because we're buddies and whatnot. I miss those guys a lot, and I can't... I look forward to seeing them again soon. And hopefully within the next, hopefully few months, we can release some material, some teasers, some demos. I still have some lyrics to finish on a couple of the originals. So the other thing now, too, is now that I'm finally situated back close to Calgary, finally in our home, I can get back to my vocal lessons. Those that know, I was taking vocal lessons. This group that I'm doing, Castigate, I'll probably be handling the vocal duties because pretty much most of the songs I'm writing, I'm kind of gearing towards my own kind of vocal style that I'm developing, that I'm doing with Carly, my vocal teacher. And then soon, hopefully I can kind of get that out to the world. We'll see how that goes. So besides that, not too much. I'm just finally happy to get settled into the new home, kind of get myself into my own disciplines. I got to get back into my practicing routine. I really like to practice a lot, kind of go over some stuff, and just get that routine going. So that's going to be for now. I'll probably have some more videos coming up now that I'm finally caught back up. I've actually had my truck, my new Toyota Tacoma truck, for a whole year now, actually, as of yesterday. And I was kind of planning of having a 1-year video about my truck, the good, pros and cons, talk about the truck, feature the truck a bit, and what 1-year ownership with what's it like with having one of these new Toyota Tacoma trucks. So look out for that. I'll have that probably up soon. Besides, I have another video that I wanted to put up on my 10 most influential lead guitar players to me personally, that I think some people might get a kick out of, might be surprised by a couple. We'll see with that. And of course, Dimebag Darrell, I don't know, you can't even see because the stupid microphone's in the way, but of course he's up. He's one of the top ones. But is he the top most influential guitar player to me? I guess, you'll have to wait for the video to find out. So anyway, till next time, shred on, okay?